Good morning friends and welcome to the pre-market view. We have seen sharp rebound across the global markets. US markets were up about 1 to 1.4% on the back of positive non-farm payroll data. Also there are indications that given the mixed signals that we have from the US economy, the bond buying may continue for a while and it could be tempered only at a later stage. And European markets too were up anywhere from about 1 to almost about 1.8%. And when we look at the Asian markets today morning, Japan is running away with a 3% kind of an uptick on the combination of factors like the Q1 GDP came in at about 4.1%, much better than market expectations. There was also a trade surplus, and one of the major retirement fund manager has indicated that he is going to invest in the equity from bonds increasingly over the next few weeks. So all these factors have led to some kind of a uptick in the Japanese markets. Chinese markets are shut, but most of the other markets are showing a marginal recovery, and even SGX is suggesting that we are going to start with a 42, 45 points kind of an uptick. In terms of flows, friends, FIs were net buyers in the cash market to the tune of 158 crore. The domestic institutions too were buyers to the tune of 178 crore. However, in the index futures, the FIs were net sellers to the tune of 503 crore. Back home, our markets continue to underperform most of the global markets, and also we have seen the USD INR or the rupee clocking a new low of more than 57 or thereabouts, which is definitely quite negative from a sentiment perspective, as we have seen that a large number of debt funds have actually withdrawn from the Indian markets, because we have seen that the yield in the US markets have actually gone up to about 2.2 and the currency has actually gone down. So a lot of stop losses have got triggered for the debt investors, and which is why we have seen this kind of a weakness. And in fact, we have seen a massive fall in our forex reserve by almost about 8 to 10 billion dollars in the last about 4 to 5 days itself, which is definitely a sign of worry. Here are the important news and events that we are tracking today. First of all, we have a good start of the monsoon, and already after Kerala it has spread to a large parts of the country, and including Maharashtra we have seen that the monsoon has set in, and last 3 days it's been raining heavily. So this is definitely a major sentiment booster for our markets. And in one of the statements, the SBI chairman Pradeep Chaudhary has indicated that the proposed merger of SBI's 5 subsidiaries is expected to start by September. So there could be some amount of positive rub-off on the PSU banking space, particularly State Bank and its subsidiaries, on the back of this development. The Coal Ministry has issued show cause notices to the firms like JSPL, Monet Ispat, NTPC and GVK Power for not developing the mines allotted to them, and have sought some explanation. So there could be some negative reaction in these talks on the back of this development. And the Finance Ministry has indicated that they would take a call on the 2000 crore Jet Etihad deal and the FDI proposal of Norway's Telenor, and few other proposals like MCX's FDI proposals would be taken up in the meet. Also in case of Jet Airways, we have seen that the CEO has also resigned about 3 to 4 days back, and the sentiments towards Jet is definitely a bit negative. In another important news, PVR has approved the merger of Cinemax with itself, and they are also looking at investing about 250 crore in the project. So definitely a bit positive for PVR Limited. And ONGC is looking at setting up a distribution arm either through MRPL or on its own, along with the JV with Shell India. This is a move which has been taken after the deregulation of the diesel prices. So some positive news for ONGC on that front. Indiabulls Power's Amravati thermal power plant has started commercial production, and they have started supplying to the Maharashtra State Electricity Distribution Company under the long-term power purchase agreement. So expect some positive action in Indiabulls Power stock in today's market. Coming to the stock specific news, Maruti Suzuki, the board has cleared a proposal to start the manufacturing of light commercial vehicles in Malaysia, and this has been indicated in an offsite to its vendors. So one can go long on Maruti with a stop loss of 1525 and a target of about 1603 to about 1632. Steel Authority, some positive news as the company has entered into a joint venture with Japanese steel maker to set up an iron ore nugget plant in Durgapur with an investment of about 1500 crore. So one can go long on sale with a stop loss of 54.5 and a target of about 59. And NMDC has signed a MOU with a Zimbabwe company for exclusive mining of one particular mineral project. So this is definitely positive for NMDC. So one can go long there with a stop loss of 113.5 and a target of about 120 to about 122. That's it from all of us, friends. Have a great trading session. See you tomorrow at the same time.